G'day, comrade subscribers. So, I'm not sure how to classify this one. So this came from Moldova, which is between Ukraine and Romania. Used to be part of the Soviet Union. Yeah. Yeah, I thought initially that it was perhaps homemade, but I think it does look like it might have been either available as a kit or serially produced, like from a factory. It's tough to say. There are no factory markings on the case itself. We've got, we can tell it's a genuine ZX Spectrum by the label here. If we want to have a proper look at the keyboard, pretty decent effort with the keyboard. We've got cursors either side. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst. So yeah, so I'm not really sure how to classify this one. I'm at a bit of a loss. So it's come from Moldova. I don't think it would have travelled far from where it was produced or first purchased and built. So I'm not sure whether it's a kit or whether it was bought in the factory, but I guess let's try and figure it out. Right, so feels like it's got a metal top case. Not too sure about this. This might be metal, I'm not sure. Could be metal. Like I said, I can't see any factory name on it. We've got what appears to be a Phillips head, or actually it could be that Japanese style screw, I'm not sure. Not entirely sure. Not too worried about it anyway. And so we've got vent holes on the front, nothing on the side. Little parallel LED on the top here. Now on the back we've got a shed load of ports. And before I forget, it looks like we have a reset button. But let's start over here. So I'm assuming that this is going to be power. So it's a 5-pin DIN, but I don't have one in that configuration, of course. So I'm going to have to try and get one, or I'm going to have to replace it with a standard 5-pin DIN that I do have. This next one, disk. Can this be true? I don't know. I don't believe it. But that's apparently for disk. Then we've got printer. Now again, so these might look like DIN connectors, but they're not. The Soviets are being tricksy with us. These are probably SNMP connectors. What's the difference? I will show you. So this is a Soviet SNMP connector, and this is a Western DIN connector. Both are 96 pin, 3x32. So they are pretty much identical at first look, but if you line them up, you'll see that eventually, if I line it up properly like that, you'll see that eventually pins at the end just don't meet up on the DIN. That's because we're using 2.5mm pitch here and 2.54mm. So it's just slightly off, but over 32 pins it's enough that it will not fit. You don't believe me? Let's try it. So this is the Belarusian BYTE computer, as you can see here, BYTE. I know it's tempting to say GAUM, but that's a B, that's an A, that's an I with the little umlaut, whatever, and that's a T. Anyway, this is what I've got the connectors for the system connector on this. So this is a ZX Spectrum compatible. So this is the DIN connector, and you will notice, which way does it go in? Like that. It just doesn't fit. It will not fit. it does not fit. Although I am kind of forcing it in now, but that's forcing it. Whereas the Soviet one fits in perfectly. So that's the difference that 0.04 of a mil makes. Okay, anyway, let's continue. So I think power, disk apparently, I doubt it's connected. Printer, now I'm not sure of these ones are all rubbed off. So, what's that? Is that 5 or 6 pin? Let me have a look. Could be, yeah, 6 pin. 6 pin. What's that one? Is that that's a 7 pin. There's another 5 pin. Another 7 pin. And another 7 pin. I can't really make out. This one could be tape, magnetophone, looks like M-A-G-N. So this will be cassette, 5 pin. Okay, that makes sense. A 6 pin could be RGBS, or it could be one of these 7 pins, so RGBS plus sound. And we've probably got maybe 2 joystick ports as well. I can't really tell at the moment. Oh, 1 and 2. Okay. I don't know what that, I can't read that from here. Sorry, I'm going to have to. Does look, not sure. But this could be joystick. So joystick, cassette, K, E, something P, I think. What's that one? M, O, N, monitor. Okay, so maybe this is the video out. RGBS 6 pin, similar to the Amstrad and BBC. Magnetophone, 2 joysticks. And what else do we normally have? I'm not sure. Oh, Kempston maybe. Kempston? So maybe we've got 3 joysticks. So 2 Sinclair, 1 Kempston perhaps. Magnetophone, monitor, printer, disk if you can believe it, and probably power. Okay, enough of that. Been going on long enough. Let's open it up. Right, so looks like this top case comes off. I reckon. Feels pretty solid actually. There's that one. Alright, just doing that one there. Alright, I'll be back when I've done this. The last one. So we had 3 Phillips heads and 2 flat heads. But I wonder if these should have been, oh, anyway, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's see if that'll get the top case off. Okay. Why doesn't that want to come off? It just, all right, just, okay, there we go. Okay, interesting. So maybe it was homemade. Kenya, is it? The XEN, yeah, Kenya or something, I don't know. Does look like maybe it was homemade, the case. Reset button obviously is, well, it's not connected to anything. But yeah, looks like a lot of work went into making the case. You can see like the welding. Cool. So yeah, I can't, I'm not too good with that. Kenya, I don't know. Sorry if I'm pronouncing the Cyrillic wrong. So that's the top case. This is the keyboard. Oh God. So it looks like the keyboard was probably glued on. So that's not a problem. Wow. Okay. I think this was probably put in here for shipping, so. And that's the machine itself. We've got a 91 date on the Z80. This is the keyboard. Pretty rough. Looks like it's a homemade. You look at the it's like hand drawn. The traces. So it's almost like a homemade keyboard. I'm just appreciating all the kind of effort and work that's gone into this, into building this thing. So we're a bit limited with the moving the keyboard. Right, I'm just trying to see okay, looks like the circuit board's in place. Alright, so what we've got here, alright, so that's definitely, I guess, power over this side here. Wow, I love it. A lot of hard work went into this. No idea how I'm going to figure out the video out. I'm going to have to just try though, but I'm going to have to figure out what the power input is first. My guess is probably 5 volts in, unless there's something underneath. I reckon it probably just runs on 5 volts. Wow. That, I don't know if we need this earth wire. I could probably take that out. But this is apparently the disk interface, and that's the, was that right? That was disk and that was printer. And you can see that's connected via an internal, so it's an S&P 59. So we've got the external there, and we've got all the cabling up to an internal connector here. So I guess this is just one of those standard clone motherboards that they designed. Is it a Leningrad or something like that? Can't really see anything obvious on it. We'll have a closer look, eh? Where to start? So looking at the keyboard, all those orange things are transistors. So lots of transistors, lots of diodes. Very, very interesting. And we do have a K555. Is that a D? Is that an A? AL, oh sorry, AP6. Or is it a DP6? Not sure. So what's that? That's an 88. So the keyboard. Oh, okay, we've got a loose loose wire there. Was that required anywhere? Keyboard you could probably replace. I do have a replacement keyboard. But yeah, so we've got a genuine Z80. We've got a 91 date on that. Does fit in the socket. So normally this would be a 2.5mm pitch socket as well. But it fits that in okay. So it looks like we've got one Western EEPROM and a Soviet EEPROM. And then everything else is probably going to be Soviet parts. But just look at all the work that's gone into this. I will try powering it up, but I really don't have that much. Not really sure. I just don't want to touch anything. What have we got there? Over to here. which if I was right, I guess that's maybe the video output there, I guess. Not seen these before. These trim pots or something. I don't know if anyone could see what sort of board this is designed on. So that's all the green ones are the joystick, I guess. Another connector there on the side. That's the keyboard connector. Wow, I'm just in awe at the amount of work and amount of effort that went into building this. Just that they could have some computing. All right, well I don't know what else to show, so I guess you can see that the keyboard was glued onto there. I probably, maybe, it's hard to say. Probably screw it in place, perhaps. Yeah, not sure. Yeah, okay. I won't come back to this immediately. I want to look at the UMPK-R first, but I'm gonna have to try and figure out, well, if it works, of course. It's hard to, yeah. Okay, well, hopefully that was interesting. I find it interesting. Like I said, I'm just in awe of the amount of effort that went into build this machine. Okay, that's about all for now. Bye. Just one more thing. Let's just have a look underneath. So this was glued down, so it's that glue's come off. So I guess this is power distribution here. So we've got, I don't know, maybe 5 volts on the top, the red, and then blue is ground underneath. So this is just distributing power across the board. How interesting. Whole bunch of bodge wires. I can't see anything on the board saying what it is. So I don't know if someone recognises it. I'm not too familiar. Oh, I just noticed those little ones there. Practically surface mount. Jeez. I can't see anything on obvious. Anyway, there we go. All right. Bye for now, for sure.